Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to make you aware or teach you about the indexOf method in JavaScript. So in the last tutorial, we saw that there is the includes method in JavaScript. You can check to see if an array contains a certain value. What the indexOf method does is it gives you the first index if that element exists in the array. So for example, if we make an array called cities, we'll do European cities. If we say Paris, we'll do London, Madrid, we'll do two more, we'll do Prague and Berlin. Okay, awesome. Right? If I was to use the indexOf method on cities for, let's say, Paris, that should return 0. It is at the 0th index. So what I can do is I can just say console.log, and I want to log out cities and then call .indexOf and pass in the value of Paris. Okay, so you should be able to see here that Paris is in the array and it is at index 0. So this should return 0. So I save and refresh, we get 0. Okay, awesome. If I was to, let's say, type in London, that should then give us 1 because that is at index 1. Okay, awesome. And then what if we were to check for a city that wasn't in, I can't spell Stockholm, Lisbon? Is Lisbon spelled like that? I think it is, Lisbon. That'll be so embarrassing if it isn't, but anyway. And we get -1. It's basically saying this element is not in the array, okay? So it's very useful. A good real-world example of this I always think is really funny is, do you remember that scene in Inception where Leonardo DiCaprio's character goes into Michael Caine and he's like, I need your best student? Maybe what it is we have an array of grades and we want to just basically get the index of the first person who got an A, and we want to basically grab that person, okay? Now here's an interesting one for you. Maybe there's actually 2 people in this class who got an A, right? So now there's 2 A's here. So what do you think is going to happen if I console.log grades, then I call grades.indexOf, and if I pass in A, what do you think this is going to return to me? Sorry, semicolon in the wrong place there. What is this going to return when you note that A is in the array twice? Well, it's actually going to return basically the first instance where the A occurs. So we've index 0, index 1, index 2, and this is the first time we see A. So it's actually going to return 2, okay? Even though there's another A in the array, it's going to return 2, okay? Awesome. Okay, great. So guys, that is the indexOf method in JavaScript. A few more array methods we need to talk about over the next few tutorials, so I'll see you then.